Hi guys, it's Sue, and I'm going to talk to you about user empathy in Epics, what it is and why it's important. So until now, we've been mostly focused on outgoing communication, like your clarification email, and developing user empathy involves using incoming communication so that your design solutions can focus on meeting the needs of your users. When we're talking about user empathy, what do we mean by user or stakeholder? A user is anyone who comes into contact with or is affected by your project solution. So in order to define the users, think about the entire life cycle of a product or service. When we think about a user in that context, a user could be a designer, a manufacturer, a repair person, a healthcare professional, a caretaker, friend, family members, a salesperson, distributor. So what is user empathy? I'm glad you asked. Empathy is seeing from someone else's point of view, or colloquially put, walking a mile in their shoes. So user empathy is understanding the problem from the user's point of view so as to understand their needs. So why is this user empathy important? You guys are smart engineers and scientists, right? Why can't you just figure out this stuff on your own? The answer to that is that there are enormous differences between seeing something done, hearing about doing it, and actually doing it yourself. Now, if you're doubting me on this, think about the example of skydiving. There is a huge difference between seeing a skydiving video, hearing about skydiving from someone who's actually done it, and actually jumping out of a perfectly good plane at 14,000 feet. Which brings me to the importance of personal experience. It lets you develop insights that you'd never have otherwise, and it gives you a very real understanding of the user's needs. Understanding these needs allows you to design a solution which meets those needs. In other words, a great solution. So what happens without user empathy or input? It results in really awful products and processes. We all hate this stupid packaging, right? And how about these? Imagine how different they'd be if the registrar actually asked you guys for your input. Think about this. How successful will your product or service be if the users don't think you have an interest in their needs? Now let's look at the learning outcomes of Epics 151 with respect to your user empathy experiences. You'll use creative and critical thinking skills in generating both anticipated and actual bug lists and in writing your paper. And cultivating user empathy will require incoming communication skills, while writing about it will require outgoing communication skills. So that's all, folks. We hope you have a ton of fun with your user empathy experience.